What's up guys, duarktikhq with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to talk about Dr. Octopus. Yes, we're going to talk about Dr. Octopus, very hyped because based on some rumors we might have a rework coming up for this character next patch, and that would be great because I'm a big fan of this character and also of Shocker. Shocker has won me many matches and I would love to see this guy getting a rework and opening a possibility of making a second Sinister Six team, because right now we have so many Sinister Six characters that we only have one leader for each of them. So maybe it's time to get some work around that situation, so you can have multiple Sinister Six characters or maybe multiple teams of Sinister Six characters. That would be the best thing. So in this video we're going to talk about why I think that Dr. Octopus is going to get a rework very soon, probably not part of the Sinister Six teams, and I'm going to explain why, and why you should keep this in mind, and make sure you check out if you have enough of these titanium alloys, just in case he gets a rework and becomes part of the meta, because this is a very powerful character, and if what I'm theory crafting is truth, it's going to be a very powerful character next patch. Let's just say that. So as always, if you like information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, let's get started. So why do I think that Dr. Octopus is going to get a rework very soon? Even if he does not have a rework directly, his value is going to be increasing immensely based on what he's able to do. But the first point is that we have a new skin for him, and there is no data mines, there is no announcement, there is nothing literally saying on how you are going to unlock the skin. Then the skin is based on the MCU, so maybe is he going to have tights with other characters that are also related with the MCU? I find it very likely, the same way we had with Sif and with Thor and with other characters that had new skins related with the MCU, and sometime before or sometime after they got some kind of rework. But in this specific case, like the movie for Spider-Man, it was like already months ago. There is no reason for them to release this skin, and also there is nothing related with Dr. Octopus in the cinematic movies where that implies that oh, we're gonna have some hype about this character anytime soon. So it has to be something related with the games, something that sparks the value of this character once again. And I think this is gonna be with the Masters of Evil team. I think this is going to be with the Masters of Evil. This was someone said in the chat, I don't remember, I apologize, I don't remember who exactly said it, but someone said it in the chat of my live streams. The chat is always very active, you guys should definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun, very active chat, and it's open speech, free speech, no one gets banned, so that's excellent. Even if you are a hater, you're not gonna get banned, only if you are a spammer. But anyway, make sure you check out the live streams, and someone in the live stream said that Dr. Octopus is part of the Masters of Evil. And with this in mind, it's very likely that this character could be paired up with Titania and Ultron in order to complete that team. So when you take a look at this wiki, you go here to the iteration of the Masters of Evil of the Infinity War, and you can see Dr. Octopus together with Absorbing Man, Titania and Oddball. Now Titania, we already have her in the game, and Absorbing Man, like everyone is saying that Absorbing Man is coming. On top of these three characters we also have Ultron and this Oddball. I don't know who is this guy, but yeah, some additional characters. So usually when we have a rework, we have 2 old characters, 3 new characters, right? So we already have Ultron, we have Titania as the new character, so we would have Oddball and Absorbing Man, and on top of Ultron we also have Dr. Octopus. So this would make an amazing team, a very, very powerful team, and that would open a lot of doors and opportunities for the other Sinister Six characters to join other teams. Like for example, Rhino, he can join some Russian team, then you can have a Vulture and Shocker to join some other kind of team, and I think that's gonna be super, super interesting. Okay, so this is in terms of lore, this is in terms of the situation in game, that we have this new skin completely unannounced. Now let's take a look and talk about the mechanics of the characters and why Dr. Octopus would be such a good combination with these other Masters of Evil. Okay, so first off we're gonna talk about Ultron. Ultron, for each positive effect that he has, is going to get energy. For each positive effect, he gains 1 energy, and this is going to allow him to use his ultimate multiple times. It's amazing actually. If we have Ultron together with Dr. Octopus, he has a bunch of additional buffs, and that allows you to spam the ultimate. On top of that, if you get a kill with the ultimate, you are going to extend all positive effects on all Masters of Evil and also Villain Tech. Who is Villain Tech? Dr. Octopus is Villain Tech. So if they give him the additional tag Masters of Evil, that would be great, because like this you are not overlapping and giving some additional possibilities for theory crafting. So based on that alone, it's actually quite amazing having a combination of Dr. Octopus and Ultron adjacent to him. Those buffs, they're also going to affect all the minions, and like this it would be to balance out the amount of minions that you can put out with Ultron, because you can put 3 on the first turn and then 2 on the second. So with Dr. Octopus you'd have the Shocker, and that would balance it out because you could only have 1 additional Ultron bot. I think it's a good way to balance it out. Now, another thing about Dr. Octopus, when you take a look at his abilities, is that he gives not only those regenerations, they give tons and tons of regenerations, but he also gives deflect and speed up to the adjacent characters. So this is going to affect all the minions, and this is going to affect Titania and Ultron, for example, and which is great because if we take a look at Ultron, is quite slow at 107 speed, and the same goes for Titania. She's not one of the fastest characters in game. 102 speed is actually quite embarrassing, so we need these additional mechanics in order to speed up the characters. So the deflects of Dr. Octopus together with Titania and Ultron would be quite amazing. Now, if we take a look at msf.gg and we take a look at the other stats of Titania and the abilities that she does, she actually gets some additional benefits out of being together with the Dr. Octopus. So when you take a look at her passive, whenever this character gains 1 or more positive effects, she's going to get 10% turn meter, and she's also going to heal herself by 10%. So you can see that whenever Dr. Octopus has a turn and gives charges to Titania, he's going to speed up Titania by 10%, and he's also going to heal her. So this is going to be a massive healing for Titania. As you can see right away, Dr. Octopus is amazing with Titania. When this character or a Master of Evil is attacked, apply slow to that attacker. So like this, once again, we have our characters being way faster, and we are applying slows to the enemies. On top of that, you have the deflects to protect this team, and Titania, she would also be applying defense up to all Masters of Evil, which in this case we hope that Dr. Octopus is going to be one of them, because that's one of the biggest problems with the Sinister Six and with the Dr. Octopus, is that they don't have good protection on spawn. If you have Mysterio, you have a bunch of deflects, but you don't have a good protection like defense up is. Then she also has another abilities: on turn gain counter to maximum of 5, on turn gain crit with the deflects. So the more deflects that she has, thanks to Dr. Octopus, the more crit chance that she's going to have. And if she has Deflect, she's going to get crit damage. So you can see that all those deflects and speed ups that Dr. Octopus is going to give to Titania is going to make her quite amazing, really quite amazing, because she's going to be a lot faster and she is going to have a lot more protection. So not only you have the defense up that you can get on spawn, but all these additional deflects and speed up. Now this is going to be very important, and the reason why it's because Titania and Ultron, they only have single target damage. So you can see right here the basic ability, attack primary target, just that. The special ability, attack primary target, and then the ultimate, also attack primary target. So because we have so much primary targets, because we are only attacking one character at a time, that means we need our characters to be as fast as possible in order to really destroy that one specific target, because otherwise it's going to compromise your ability to be successful. On top of that, even more. So we have the abilities of Titania, apply ability block, disrupt, and heal block. And then with the Dr. Octopus on his ultimate, you can also extend those negative effects. Flip and extend all negative effects by the duration of 1 on all enemies. All negative effects, you can see right here. He flips 2, but he extends all negative effects by 1. This cannot be countered. So this is going to be massive. This is going to be really massive, because all those negative effects that Titania is applying, whether you are using the basic, the special, the ultimate, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Everything is going to be extended, and like this you have additional opportunities to control the enemies that cause you problems and defeat the enemies that have like the big damage or the insane survivability on the enemy team. So based on all these, based on the fact that we have Dr. Octopus with unannounced out of place skin that makes literally no sense, with the fact that we have the Masters of Evil team being added to the game and them being part of the lore of Marvel, where Dr. Octopus has been part of this team. With all of these things into consideration, I think it's very likely that the Masters of Evil next patch will include Dr. Octopus, Ultron, Titania, Oddball, and the Absorbing Man, or whatever was his name. I think that's going to be the case. What do you guys think? You guys think I'm right? I was right about Titania. You guys didn't believe in me, but I was right about Titania. So is that going to be the case? Is my theory correct? Maybe some leaks that I got. I have no idea, but it's very likely. And we had rumors in the past that the Sinister Six were going to be reworked, and if yes, if they are going to be reworked, it's not going to be under the leadership of Dr. Octopus, because at that point we'll have so many characters that it will not make sense to have two leaders of the same team at the same time. At least that's my opinion, but you guys let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Are you excited for a Sinister Six rework? Are you excited of Dr. Octopus being part of the Masters of Evil? And are you excited that in 2 weeks you'll be able to unlock or purchase Titania? Let me know all of that in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, entertaining, anything like that, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.